afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to this short runner's flow, a stretch, a flow to help you after you've just been for your run. So ideally practice this after you've been running. We've done some high impact exercise just to help stretch, target the areas, the hamstrings, the hips, the entire body, really wringing out that tension after you've just been for your run. It's just a short practice today, and we'll begin standing into Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet can be together or hip width apart if you'd like a more stable base. We'll just bring the palms facing forward, Tadasana, mountain pose. Just close down the eyes and just take a few moments to establish your breath. You can notice how you feel, notice any heat or energy. You don't always have to practice after a run, you can practice this whenever you like. Just starting to connect to the breath. And just take a big deep breath in through the nose and through the mouth. Release everything out. We'll go straight into it, open the eyes, shift your weight onto that left leg, keep a soft bend in the knee as you hug that right knee into your chest. Finding that compression through the hip and just rolling the ankle one way and then the opposite direction. Squeezing that leg in and release and bring that foot behind, taking hold of the outside edge of the foot. Bring the knees together, really push those hips forward, getting that nice stretch through the quad. Hugging that foot in as much as you can, and just bring the left hand onto the hip. And slowly release that foot down, but bring the top of the foot onto the floor, and then stack the head over the heart, over the pelvis, so you've got that nice long line in the body. We're just stretching through the top of that foot. Take one more breath here. And we're going to bring that right foot round to the side, trying to take that crisscross with the feet. And don't worry if you can't bring it all the way round, you can just take it further behind. But keep a bend in the knees, keep tucking that tailbone under. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. And exhale, folding forward, leading with the chest. Place the hands on the legs or maybe the floor. Stretching through the outer hips and into the legs, into the hamstrings. Deep breath. And inhale, come all the way back up. And release the legs, release the arms. Just take a breath here. And come straight into that second side. So shift over onto that right leg. Hug that left knee in. And always hold on to a wall here if you need that support, that stability. And just rolling through the ankle. And then taking it the opposite direction. Don't worry if you shake, if you fall. Then release that leg. Taking the outside edge of that left foot, right hand onto the hip. Press the knees together, press the hips forward, stretching through that quad and into that hip. And take one more breath. And then release that left foot behind, bring the top of the foot on the floor. Again, stacking that head over heart over pelvis. Stretching through the top of that foot. Releasing and bringing that foot round to the sides. You've got that crisscross position. Keep a soft bend in the knees. So if it comes behind, that's absolutely fine. Always find what's comfortable for you. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. And exhale, folding forward, lead with that chest. Come into that forward fold, place the hands where it's comfortable. Keep shifting the weight into the balls of the feet. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, release. Come to the top of the mat with the feet hip width apart. Just moving down towards the floor and finding that footing. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. And exhale, folding forward, lead with that chest, hinge from the hips. Again, hands can come to the legs, or maybe the floor. And keep shifting the weight into the balls of the feet, getting that deeper stretch through the hamstrings, and releasing that lower back. And always shifting the weight into the balls of the feet. You can keep, I just said that, didn't I? You can keep a soft bend in the knees here. The legs don't have to be completely straight. Take one more breath. On your next inhale, find that halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to soften and bow. Bend the knees, plant the hands, and step the right foot to the back of the mat. Drop that back knee down, back toes can be tucked, but you can flip the foot and come into that low lunge. And tenting the fingertips, making sure this left knee's over the left ankle. And just find that gentle squeeze through the glutes and sink a little bit deeper, stretching through that right hip flexor. And just take an inhale, bring the arms all the way up. And exhale, release the hands back down, shift the hips back as you lengthen through the left leg, flex the left toes. Keep that right knee stacking over the right hip. This leg doesn't have to be completely straight, you can keep a bend. Inhale, find length. And exhale, folding over. And keep length in the spine. You can keep the hands where they are, or maybe option to walk them further forward. Stretching through those arms as well. Keep space, keep length in the back, keep dropping the shoulders. And on your next inhale, shifting forward, planting the hands, tucking the back toes. Lift the back knee and step back into your downward facing dog. You just take a breath here. And then bring that left foot into the center. And again, we'll take that crisscross as you bring the right foot around. Again, it doesn't have to completely plant on the floor. You can step it behind. But really shift those heels back, press into those hands. Hopefully feeling this maybe in the back of the knees, in the hips, on the IT band. And then release, come back through center, come back into that downward facing dog. Inhale, shift the gaze forward and step the right foot to the top. And you can take hold of that ankle, take as many steps as you need to get there. And dropping that back knee to come into that low lunge once more. And press into the feet, squeeze the thighs, open the chest. Inhale, arms come all the way up. And exhale, release the hands down, shift the hips back, come into that half split stretch once more. And you can keep the hands where they are, using inhales to find length, exhales to fold, an option to walk those hands a little bit further forward. And try and keep stacking that left hip over the left knee. On your next inhale, shifting forward, planting the hands, stepping back into your downward facing dog once more. And we'll take that crisscross downward facing dog on the other side. So bring the right foot into the center and the left foot comes behind. Again, trying to place to the side of that right foot. And then sink those hips, the heels down, hips up and back. Keep plugging those shoulders down, press into the hands. And then releasing, coming back into your traditional downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. We'll just take 3 heel lifts. So use that inhale, lift the heels, come onto the toes. Exhale, drop them down. 2 more times. Inhale to lift. And exhale, release. Last one, inhale to lift. And exhale, drop those heels down. And bring the knees, place the knees as wide as your mat, slightly wider than hip width apart. Flip the feet and sink the sit bones back, coming into that child's pose. And just take a few moments here. If the head doesn't quite reach the floor, you can always bring the hands underneath and place the forehead onto the hands. Take one more breath here. And your next inhale, shifting that gaze forward, shifting the body. Bring the legs underneath or round to the side. And just bring the legs out long. Grounding into those sit bones. You're going to lift those fleshy parts, love those fleshy parts. Sitting up tall, flex the toes. Again, you can cattle bend in the knees here. Just making sure you're still stacking the head over heart over pelvis. Creating that nice long line. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, dive forward, lead with that chest. Place the hands where it's comfortable, thighs, shins, maybe the toes. Coming into our seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. This is finding space in that back and most importantly, focusing on finding that length through the hamstrings. Really making sure you're hinging from the hips. And take one more breath here. And inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, release as you bend the knees, shift forward. Bring yourself to lie down on your back and hug those knees into your chest. Maybe find a gentle rock from side to side. Releasing that back and take anything here that feels comfortable. Maybe lift the head. And we'll slowly come back through center as we release the left foot down and hug that right knee into your chest. Feel that compression. Use that next inhale. Lengthen that right leg up towards the sky. Hands on the back of the calf or the thigh. Keep grounding through that left foot. Use an inhale, find length. Exhale, draw that leg a little bit closer, again stretching through that hamstring. And using each breath to deepen. Always take as far as comfortable, don't force anything here. And slowly release the hands. Keeping that leg extended, just point and then flex the foot. And then bend that right knee, crossing it over the left thigh. And you can stay here, drawing that right knee out towards the side. Or option to interlace the hands behind the left thigh. Hug that knee into your chest as you open up the glutes and that hip. And use inhales. Feel that space filling up in the body. And exhales to sink a little bit deeper. And then slowly release. And we'll come into that second side. So right foot down. Hug that left knee in. Lengthen that left leg up towards the sky. Hands on the back of the calf or the thigh. Again, always avoid holding onto the knee here. And use those exhales to draw that leg just a little bit closer, stretching through that hamstring. And keep pressing into that right foot. One more breath. And release the hands. Keep that leg extended as you just point and then flex the foot. And then cross that knee, that foot over the thigh. Knee draws out to the side. You can stay here or interlace the hands behind, hug that knee in and keep a light flexion through the toes. Keep that deep breath. And slowly release. Extend the legs out long. We'll come into our Shavasana and closing the eyes. Bringing the arms to either side and bring the palms up towards the sky. Just allow the body to become heavy. And then just take a big deep breath in through the nose and through the mouth. Release everything out. Now you're more than welcome to stay here as long as you like. Stay as far as comfortable as depending on how much time you have. And you can take any last minute stretches, anything that feels good. This is where we shall say goodbye. So just bring the hands together. Thumbs up to the third eye, the space between the brows. And just thank yourself for taking this time, for showing up for yourself and being kind to your body and your mind. Thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're doing, whatever the time. And Namaste.